हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम बैक। आज की वीडियो में हम लेसन 5 स्टार्ट करेंगे जहाँ पे हम सीखेंगे हाउ टू इंट्रोड्यूस योर सेल्फ इन जर्मन. So in previous lessons so far we have learned few greetings, few common phrases, numbers from 0 to 20 and alphabets in German. The link to all these videos are pasted in the description box. You can go and watch those videos if you haven't. Today we will learn how to introduce yourself in German. So let's begin. Lektion 5. Lesson 5. So what do we called introducing yourself in German? Sich vorstellen. We say sich vorstellen. Now you will be learning some new sentences. Just remember, listen to me and repeat. Let's begin with the name. So in German we say ich heiße Shivani. In English, which means my name is Shivani. Now we have also discussed in the previous videos that the beta sign here in Haisa has the sound of a double S. So ish Haisa Shivani. And what are the other ways of saying this? So generally informal you would say ish bin Shivani, okay, which means I am Shivani, and this you generally use amongst your friends. uh, the other way, the formal way, uh, is mein Name ist Shivani. My name is Shivani. So this you would say in a more formal situation. All these three mean the same. Ich heiße Shivani, ich bin Shivani, mein Name ist Shivani. All these three mean the same. It's just that you use differently in a different situation based on informal or formal. Now let's come to the last name, which we say in English surname. So how do we say this in German? Mein Familienname ist Müller. My surname is Müller. Now this U with the two dots, which are known as umlauts, if you don't know the pronunciation, you can go and watch the video of German alphabets, where we have learned the pronunciation, where we have learned the alphabets in detail. So mein Familienname is the Müller. My surname is Müller. Now whenever you come across long words in German, since there are many, always split them. Then you would get the correct pronunciation. For example, here Familienname might appear as a long word for you. So what would you do? You would say Familien and then Name. So Familienname, you would split it from here. Familienname. So let's say once again, mein Familienname ist Müller. You can also simply say, mein Name ist Shivani Müller. My name is Shivani Müller. Now you can replace here when we say in German, ich komme aus Indien. Here you can replace Indian with the name of your own country, which means I am from India. So, ich komme aus Indien. Now, let's come to place you live in. In German, you would say, ich wohne in Neu Delhi. I live in New Delhi. Here also, you can replace New Delhi with your own city. So, once again, ich komme aus Indien. I am from India. Ich wohne in Neu Delhi. I live in New Delhi. So moving on to the next. Ich spreche Deutsch und English. So which languages do you speak is also a part of your introduction, and this should be familiar to you as we have done this in lesson 2, common phrases. So ich spreche Deutsch und English. I speak German and English. Here also you can replace Deutsch on English with the languages you speak. You can also say the other way of saying this is Ich kann Deutsch und English, which also means the same. I speak German and English. Ich kann Deutsch und English. Let's look at the next one. In German, now saying your age is also part of your introduction. So, ich bin 25 Jahre alt. I am 25 years old. You can also simply say ich bin 25. So, to find out how you can say your age in German, check out our video on numbers. We did that in lesson 3. So, if when there is this number, we say the second number first and the first number at the last. So 25. Okay, so ich bin 25 Jahre alt, or simply you can say ich bin 25. Now, when you have to say about what you do, so what would you say? Ich bin Student, or when you are a female, then you would say ich bin Studentin. Now remember, German has gender specific nouns like in many other languages. So as you can notice here, student is the masculine form and Studentin is the feminine form. So ich bin Student or ich bin Studentin. If you are a school student, then what would you say? Ich bin Schüler or ich bin Schülerin when you are a female. So, ich bin Schüler and ich bin Schülerin. I am a school student. Now, if you are talking about your profession, then in German, what would you say? Ich bin Lehrer or ich bin Lehrerin. In English, that means I am a teacher. So for masculine, you would use Lehrer, and for feminine, you would use Lehrerin. So once again, ich bin Lehrer, I am a teacher. Ich bin Lehrerin when you are a female. So if you're unmarried, what would you say? So in German, you would say ich bin ledig. I am single. And if you're married, you would say ich bin verheiratet. Again, if this appears to you to be long, then you can always split and pronounce. Split and see verheiratet. So, ich bin verheiratet. I am married. Now, when you have a kid, what would you say? Ich habe ein Kind. I have a kid. When you have more than one kid or when you don't have children, ich habe zwei Kinder. I have two children. And when you don't have children, then you would say ich habe keine Kinder. I do not have children. Ich habe keine Kinder. So here's how you can talk about your hobbies. So what would you say in German? Meine Hobbys sind Reisen und Musik hören. So my hobbies are traveling. Reisen means traveling, and listening music, which means Musik hören. You can always replace Reisen and Musik hören with your own hobbies. So now here's the summary of all the introduction phrases that we have learned. Let's quickly have a glance at it and Go through it once again and listen to the pronunciation. Ich heiße Shivani. Ich bin Shivani. Mein Name ist Shivani. Mein Familienname ist Müller. Or mein Name ist Shivani Müller. Ich komme aus Indien. Ich wohne in Neu-Delhi. Ich spreche Deutsch und Englisch. Ich bin 25 Jahre alt. Or you could simply say, ich bin 25. Ich bin Student or ich bin Studentin. When you are a school going student, then you would say ich bin Schüler or ich bin Schülerin. When you are a teacher by profession, then you would say ich bin Lehrer or ich bin Lehrerin. When you are single, you would say ich bin ledig. When you are married, you would say ich bin verheiratet. When you have a kid, you would say ich habe ein Kind. When you have children, then you would say ich habe zwei Kinder. And when you do not have children, you would say ich habe keine Kinder. Meine Hobbys sind Reisen und Musik hören. Okay, so this is how you can introduce yourself using simple sentences in German, and you can try to write down for yourself. You can practice it. If you have watched till the end of the video, you know the drill. Like, share and subscribe. Press the bell icon so that you get updates about the new lessons for A1, and I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye.